We got toys.
These are my two most menacing drones. This is Laserbeak. This is Starscream. This one, as you can see, many propellers have been replaced. This is what I've been flying. So if you look on Twitter, you'll see this is loose, so don't tamper with that one too much. This one, this camera is what I see in the FPV goggles, and this one is the GoPro, which records the high definition stream. But I've crashed it so much that the glass is chipped on the camera, so I have a new camera to replace that. And this one, I can't get the flight controller. Well, basically, I'm an idiot and I don't know how to use this flight controller, so I literally bought another one because I've given up. So that's going to be replaced later. And this is a circular antenna. I have lots of antennas, so these are like my little danger zone-esque drones, which I go flying around in America. So when we go to visit the place which Inferno is based on, I'm going to fly one of these around.
Have you shown your goggles on stream?
I have before, but not for a while.
Because I didn't know that those existed before Blast.
Really?
That is so cool.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do at some point is get a receiver so we can actually connect it to the stream, and then I can fly around the office and have like a live view of production while I fly drones.
Can you fly that over like 3rd Street, or will they not allow that?
Not allowed here. No, we have to go all the way to Paramount Ranch. Here.
What if it was really quick?
I mean, you're not allowed to do it. Doesn't mean you can't physically do it. But yeah.
I mean, how would they catch you?
I wouldn't do it from the office because I feel like that's just too BM for me.
Yeah.
It's too BM for me. But yeah, I'm going to be working on my drones. Maybe when I stream later on, you'll see me messing around with this kind of stuff.
Imagine if you had this stuff back in the days when you were throwing eggs at people.
I know, right?
You could have dropped an entire bucket of eggs.
When you threw a banana?
Pardon?
At E-League? You threw a banana.
No, Jason threw a banana at me.
And then you threw it back, right?
Oh, I did throw a banana, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but I was the one who got hit with one on camera.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I guess I got the worst end of the deal.
Yeah.
There. But so I've just thrown all my bits and bobs on the floor, I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to Inferno now. Inferno, Heroic having stolen Dust 2 away, I think you could say. They've stolen Dust 2. They've pipped AVANGAR at the post. AVANGAR had the game points in normal time, but S-Tag and co were able to turn things around and take it in overtime. Nice response on that last push as well on the A bomb site with the early HEs doing the damage. Finally, we're seeing the HE responses to those executes up short. It was a little too much for free, I think. Yeah. Just how long it takes to set up and how once the smokes go up, there's still that delay while they're lining up, moving into position to throw them Molotov, then running and all that. Just get the HEs in there. Inferno, we've had some upsets from Heroic. They didn't all turn up and they still won the game. There's still plenty of time for Cadian to have an impactful performance, although maybe it's a harder task on Inferno with the AWP, at least on the T side. But now things have got real interesting.
Yeah, I don't think AVANGAR's Inferno is like too inspiring. They do a lot of B hits. They're very good at those mid-round. Like if they can get the 3v3s in B, they're going to win a large percentage of those. But that's if they can get there. Their CT side, and I didn't realize this actually until Kita, Jamie.
Yeah.
He used to observe you guys, right? For Complexity. He's now coaching Complexity.
Yeah.
Yeah, he informed me how much they like to stack sites. And that's when I realized when you watch them on Inferno, they're just gambling the entire time, it feels like. And it's so hard to read. It's very difficult to deal with.
What are you expecting, Dan? 2-0? Is a 2-0 on the cards here? I think it's a serious question now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely more... I feel like it's more likely that they can make it happen on Inferno than on Dust 2. On Dust 2, the thing with Dust 2 is a lot of teams can play Dust 2.
Yeah.
Then you run into a team like AVANGAR, who knows like the theory and has actually built a Dust 2 in their game plan for their T size and CT size. That's just like so high level that it's like, okay, well, you can't play Dust 2 against a team like this. They managed to kind of do that. So given that, I wouldn't be too surprised that they will also have a good CT side, a pretty decent T side. Like so far, they haven't disappointed. On Nuke of all maps, they had a good T side as well.
I don't really think of Heroic as like an amazing Inferno team. Like when I think back, I don't.
Well, they're a new team right now.
It's a whole new world, man. Like that Disney song. It's a whole new world.
I just saw. Did you watch the new one?
I don't watch Disney films.
How dare you, man? You live so close to Disneyland.
There's not enough violence in them for me and aggression. I'm from London, man. I'm from the filthy streets of London. I need violence, aggression, anger, animosity. There's not enough of that in Disney films. They're too nice. Everything's hunky-dory and happy. It's not real life, damn it. There's way more BS going on in real life. I need something more real. I'm sorry, I can't sit down. I'm like, this is just not how life is.
What's your favorite
Like
movie?
Prison?
What's my
Favorite movie?
favorite movie?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have one anymore, but I love the Batman trilogy. Mostly the first two. I think it's fair to say. Slightly disappointed with the third one, but they are the most notable films for me at the moment. But 12 Angry Men is a favorite as well.
It's a good one.
Yeah. What about you, Dan? What are your favorite films?
I haven't watched films in ages.
I didn't say how long has it been since you watched a film. What's your favorite film,
I don't
Dan?
even know. Like that's something like changes based on my mood. I actually have no idea how to answer that. I can give you series, but I can't give you movies.
What's your favorite film?
Probably like A Clockwork Orange.
Oh,
Yeah.
talking about
Do you know what's really weird about that
the
film?
dark side of life.
Yeah.
He's got like one long eyelash
Yeah.
thing going on, and the other one's not. That really makes me uncomfortable, and I
Yeah.
don't like that.
You don't like that.
Yeah.
Not,
the only thing I remember,
not
I'm
the
just
other
not a fan.
disturbing stuff in the movie.
Not a
It's just his
really
eyelashes.
old,
Yeah.
There's
ultra-violent.
It's
Yeah.
not on point. That's it for you.
Yeah. It's just like,
Yeah.
why
Rest
is it
was
so
normal,
long
though.
and just,
It's a crazy movie.
yeah.
They use
Crazy
classical
book.
music really well. in
Shutter
that movie,
Island
though.
is a favorite at the moment.
Oh, that's a good
I'm
one.
very
too.
fond of Shutter Island. That was a very enjoyable film. And
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio is almost always good.
True.
If the movie's good, you know, he's going to be excellent.
Inception.
Inception. What was that film?
Interstellar.
Mr. Whatever with the fireworks in the trailer. Mr. The Great Gatsby. I looked at the trailer for that, and I was like,
I didn't see
I
that.
don't know. I'm not really interested in this film. And every like girl I spoke to was like, it's gonna be amazing. It's because he's in it. It's like, what? And then they watch it and they're like, oh, I'm disappointed.
Yeah. I
I
read
think-
that book in school. And just,
I think it's
nah,
more targeted to the female demographic. I would imagine.
Have you watched
So
it?
I've seen it, yeah, but when it came out years ago.
The one
right,
who
so-
okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It's film. I mean, it's not film time. It's game time. Jeez, I'm so confused now. It's been one of those weeks.
all armor for CTs right now.
Looking to frag out. They've started well, but how will they finish? Oh, Sanji just lost a lot of utility. He had 3 grenades.
They did the old 2 push B, 2 play passive B. I haven't seen something like that in a long time.
Classic stuff.
Yeah.
Vintage. Matchmaking strats.
The crazy thing is, imagine I was talking to Siggy about this. Like, imagine if North were good, how many like good teams there would be in Denmark.
Damn. Imagine if North were good.
Jesus.
Rip North.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't know if I can hop on this because
Here we go. We got the the push into the B-bomb site.
I think that's the most
That's the
savage
shit
thing
then.
I've ever heard you say.
Really?
Ever.
Can't be true.
Imagine if North were good.
look,
Savage.
Oh, look at that double peak.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is epic.
I would be willing to bet they've tried, but if they haven't, North should really offer Hunden like a lot of money to coach them.
Ooh,
What do you
yeah.
think?
Well, no, I'm down for that. North I think they've always played like a very odd style of T side. That's what
Yeah.
always got me. But they play that really gambly style of T
They're very
side.
inconsistent. like-
Exactly. Yeah.
They could beat a team like Liquid in a best of 3,
Absolutely agree. Yeah.
but they also are going to lose to a team like Heroic in a best of 3.
Yeah.
So it's like
I think it comes down to that kind of gambly style that they have sometimes with those T sides. I don't know if things have changed of late, but to me, like
Ding
that's very
dong.
characteristic.
The pistols are back.
it's a
Yeah,
bit
it
aggressive.
would have to be a lot of money to get a guy who's finally some success
Yeah.
playing. And, you know, he was always a meme on HRTV for the statistics, and now he's turning things around. He's getting prize money and things. It's a tall order to just give all of that up and potentially start again from scratch down the line
Yeah.
to earn probably a fat chunk of money, but for how long, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure playing makes him happy. That's a thing, right? But
Yeah.
it also has to be super frustrating to lose your players the way he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing makes you happy, but when you could potentially earn enough to, you know, buy a house in 4 in 1 year,
Yeah.
right? Then
True.
that's something that people should really be considering at this point. With the salaries that are
Yeah.
I mean, they're owned by a football team.
They should just
Okay.
literally be like pillaging tricked for like all their talent, like Acors and Offer, Hunden
Yeah.
as a coach.
As a tag man, he's pretty legit.
Yeah.
I think the thing is too is that I feel like Valde, his career could have so many different.
He can't get this thing to
Go
stay up
spawn, go spawn. There we go. Or just anywhere, irretrievable.
Yeah, as I say, like I feel like Valde is like this player that could be one of the very best players in the world. but we haven't quite seen that opportunity, given what he's had to do in the team. It feels like he needs another piece or two around him. You don't necessarily want to see him IGL. Apparently Gade's IGLing now.
Really?
Which is what Siggy just told me.
Who? Gade?
Gade. Which I don't know that I
it's
think
like
that will be
Pro
successful.
Now. You try it.
Personally, I don't think he's going to be an IGL, but I guess he'll just have to, see how it goes. I guess that's me as like VP, James. You're right.
Yeah, but you have to also bear in mind that what we don't know is if people are contributing mid-round calls, late-round calls as well, because that makes a hell of a lot. If you have a good read on a situation, Kiko with a two-man spray down in Banana. We'll talk about the rest later. Nice opening pair of headshots from him, and there's no need to charge beyond that. They've got so many advantages. Nice angle from Cadian, though. Maybe he can do something here.
Ooh,
maybe not.
Sanji. Yeah, very nice entries coming in from AVANGAR this round. Really explosive stuff. But here comes Borup. He's got a lot of players to worry about. Takes down one of the more deadly players. If Adrena got into position, it would really have locked Borup out of the bomb site, but he's going to back away anyway, as his teammate is so far away. And I think Snappy sort of assumed it was a save situation, so definitely no way to get in there.
Falling away.
Wow.
What the hell was I saying? Yeah.
Back to talking mess about North.
mid and late round calls contributed by people. If you have a good read of the game, and it partly depends on your position as well. If you're like playing near top mid on the T side, for example, and you can hear CTs moving around, and you have an idea of how many people are in a certain position, then you can help contribute to a mid round call. So it's important, I think, to have teammates who are able to say, like, this is the atmosphere I think is on this site, and this is what I think we could potentially do. I do this all the time. No one listens to me, but you should do it.
I think there's that right configuration for North. Maybe with a new player here or there or something like that.
Yeah.
That just has them as immediately top 4 contenders.
It's very alarming that you just told me Gade is in-game leading now.
I feel that's
a very
alarming
thing because
that's not a plan A, is it?
No, I think
you've got the money to have a plan A.
Yeah, that's like not acceptable.
Just pay Snappy a lot of money. Pay him a lot of money.
Is Snappy like the solution?
I don't know.
Just pay him lots of money.
Just
He can bring MSL back.
Oh, nice. That is a lot of damage. Holy moly. But I just would like to see them do a lot better. They're just that team that's like, they just should be doing so much better. They got so much going for them.
It's interesting how much Jason Lake has been traveling around trying to pick up European players.
Yeah.
From that perspective, in terms of Danish talent, the way some of them have gone to NA teams and basically deserted the teams to go to a full Danish lineup again, I feel like they've got to be blacklisted from situations like that.
What's that?
Thinking outside the box a little bit.
Joining NA teams.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see if Banana can be held here. Apparently not, but there are 2 more players here for Heroic. There's a counter smoke grenade and a molly in front of it, which is always good. And some spray from Snappy, assisted by the Molotov. And he will deliver a 2nd kill onto a Drent. AVANGAR getting shut down towards the B bomb site. Kiko of all of 30 HP and a Krieg. Maybe there's something to be done, but it won't be easy.
I love this meta where you play these bait setups where you just like really try to convince the T side to just run into the B bomb site, making them think that there's only one guy on the site. Like this has been going for a while, but it just adds to that Inferno, the element of Inferno of just ignorance on the T side. Like it's just impossible to know what is happening sometimes.
12 seconds remain, so I think we are in a safe situation. So yeah, what I was getting to is you know, we had, I think it was MSO who was in an NA mix. I guess a team of Hiko, right?
Rogue, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, I've got an opportunity to go back and play some Danish players. Goodbye. Just as they were showing some potential, they're like, oh, this team is interesting, and now their IHL's gone.
Yeah.
And then it just all disintegrated from there.
They were just starting to show promise.
Yeah, and think about that. Let's never mind an organizational point of view. What about Hiko's point of view? What has he done since then? I don't even know if he's playing on a team right now.
No, he's not playing on a team right now.
So, yeah, the Danish have gone from dynamite to kryptonite as far as international teams are concerned.
Yeah.
Maybe something to do with the culture, whereby like the Danish players, maybe they just have some level of work ethic. They're just like more on the same page somehow.
Not speak your own language.
I mean, the Danes speak great English, so
when I watch Astralis succeed, a lot of it on their CT side is like cross-map communication, right? Like, say the B players on Inferno, like Glaive and Zipix, they might communicate to their teammates that they hear 3 people in Banana, and that makes the Apartments player know, like, they're not going to do a Hulse pop, so I'm not going to use my smoke. But if the Banana players are like, you know, this is one guy using utility, be careful, and then they'll use utility on those rounds. Like, their cross-map communication is better than any other team. And I feel like a lot of teams don't even think about stuff like that.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly agree. Borup, he sees the wrap. That's important information. And that will, you can see on the radar how Stavin is moving in to potentially deal with this, and Snappy makes his way towards the coffins. Snatter is concerned for AVANGAR, sorry, for Heroic. They don't know where the bomb is. The bomb has not been shown. Something we don't mention enough maybe at Majors is the not showing the bomb to your opponent unless you deliberately choose to for a particular purpose, but that comes with risk. Anyway, the wrap will continue. It's a 5 versus 2 on the B bomb site. These guys are surely screwed. Stavin now delivers the first kill. They go through the smoke. Snappy takes one out, so at least it's doable. Stavin needs to try to hold on to this position. The ruins, while his rotation comes in, he must deliver that kill, and he does. How have things turned around? 5 versus 2 into a 2 versus 4. It's a great start for Heroic.
Really good positioning on both of those frags by Savin right there. Nice jiggle peek for the second one.
You got the Heat and Potty set up here with James. Oh my god, he hits the collateral damage onto each attack. A Molotov would be so amazing right now. My Kingdom for a Molotov, Heroic save. As they'll take down James, down to Kiko now. He's got some good amount of HP. These two players are so weak. The timing is not amazing, but they'll still trade it out somehow. And there is enough time for the defuse.
How did Stavin do that?
I don't even know. It looked like he was
He got 4 kills.
It's like he was bending bullets around the
Yeah,
the
it
corner.
didn't even go through the wall.
He was in a 2 versus 5 on the B bomb site and held on to the ruins position and got 4 kills in total. So important that he holds some position to allow a retake, and he just wrecks almost the entire team as well. Excellent performance.
What?
I don't understand. He was like running.
Yeah.
I don't understand. All right, well, Heroic off to a great start. Let's not forget, if you are just joining us, they won map 1 with some fantastic performance on Dust 2, and that is a lot of damage. A single AK collected by Kika.
Oh my god!
See ya.
That's not something. Oh no!
And that's round.
No! Strafing onto Banana with a Molotov in your hands. That is everyone has a face palm moment where you're just like, oh my god, I've made a terrible mistake, and basically thrown around.
Love this boost. Okay, let's do it. There's no button. Let's do it.
There were a few times yesterday I just said, I did something stupid, and now I'm dead. It's a solo B player on the train. Oh god, this is. Can we see the money? Oh no. Oh no.
That's so unfortunate.
The sheer impact. There's just like, there's a right time to mess up and there's a wrong time to mess up. And boy, is this the wrong time. This is a complete turnaround now.
What do you do next round if you're Heroic?
Pause and cry.
I mean, we could focus on the mess up, which surely he messed up, but Kicker just owned those 2 players. That was pretty sweet. He solo won the round.
Yeah, he took it to the next level. You're presented with an opportunity, but you still have to take it, and Kicker most certainly did. That was, crikey. Minute 37 on the clock. The smoke. There was a smoke by the tree. So again, I think that's one of those situations where you get away with that versus a different team, which maybe you could argue creates a bad habit where you get punished for it by a stronger team, as evidenced by this. Nothing can be taken for granted. Heroic able to buy. It's a pretty reasonable buy, all things considered. Looking at the money at the towards the end of that round, it was looking really bad, but they've made something out of this, but AVANGAR surely have to expect some aggression somewhere.
Love that flash over the top. Not enough teams actually respond against those deep banana smokes with an immediate counterplay like that. And there's a big investment for the CTs when they go for the deep smoke. and it's just gone now. It's just gone. But looks like Katie wants to commit, looking to find a player walking up. Maybe able to catch that. Gets the tag. Unfortunate though, not to get the frag. The damage has been done, and Heroic still have top banana. So
no Molotovs left either. Yeah, you can't go B if you know if they're playing aggressive top banana. You have no mollies.
they have a timing now, but they have to go really quick towards A. I don't know if they'll go fast enough.
The bomb hasn't been collected just yet.
Cadian is stuck in CT spawn though, so this is a nice 2-on-4 they have coming up lane.
Or up squad, he's got to deliver this frag, avoids the grenade, expecting it to come from a little shallower. The flashbang is up and Sanji gets taken out, but there is a trade from Jame, really important, 25 seconds. Still a player in the pit, but vision is obscured and things go from bad to worse. Now we might be in a safe situation. Cadian has a decision to make quickly and it might be made easier with the smoke on Arch. They can hold on to what they have, Heroic. They had a chance. The buy was reasonable considering the situation, but it has not worked out for them. They've let AVANGAR back into this game early.
Yeah. So good.
Oh, I think if AVANGAR, or I'm sorry, if Heroic realized AVANGAR used all of their Molotovs, they would have kept that aggressive stance on banana, because I mean, and they would have had all the info, right? KDM would have rotated back to A, but they're under the assumption that AVANGAR is going to continue fighting for it because they looked like they were going to continue fighting from their point of view. And that's ultimately what won the round.
Yeah, if Heroic had some kind of an info play towards banana a little bit earlier. I think that's one of those things when you have 3 players mid-round on the B site. You got to be careful on whether or not that's a bad gamble or not. And it's just difficult. This map is so hard on the CT side because you have to do a lot of, there's a lot of guesswork because you can't always make the info play.
Yeah.
You can't always do it. 3 grenades for Heroic. Kika looking pretty strong, walking up. Banana confident. And why wouldn't he be?
Cadian hops into the apartments. AVANGAR cut the noise.
Maybe this works out.
Ooh. It's always fun to watch Rops work the apartments on both sides of the map. So Cadian's reset the situation. The AWP was spotted in apartments. Now he makes his way towards the arch area. And here is the Halls pop. Out they go, as you can see on the radar. Now, nobody there to contest. And it may already be a safe situation for Heroic. There's no lurker for AVANGAR at the moment on banana. Let's see if they risk trying to pick some players off to collect some weapons. Heroic, they could certainly do with it, but again, surely you don't want to risk that AWP too much.
Yeah, it looked like they read that as like Cadian read that as a default. Obviously couldn't see more than the 1 player going into the apps. Otherwise, I think maybe, you know, they try to stay in position.
That was a really good read right there by AVANGAR. They probably didn't even expect to see Cadian in the apps with the AV. They just knew, an AV saved from the prior round. What's the best way to avoid him? Let's get banana control and then do a Halls pop. It's a really good idea.
There we go, 4-4. The game has changed dramatically. Heroic have been on the back foot. The AWP is preserved like a jar of jam.
Right now, Heroic's probably wondering, like, what do we do with this kind of money? AVANGAR has won the fight for banana in their mind. And rightfully so, right? They've had really good approaches. They've double mollied the car and put out the deep molly with a smoke. And you saw in the, 2 rounds ago, they didn't even enter banana when they did that. They waited for the grenades, then they threw the pop flash over, which Dan was talking about. And there's just really not much you can do if you're Heroic in that scenario unless you want to run through their bottom B smoke. And when you do that, you're assuming that no one's on the other side of it, which they can't know. So it's very difficult to control banana when you're playing a team like AVANGAR in this scenario.
Almost 50-50 in terms of odds with Pinnacle, 50-50 in terms of score, but maybe not in momentum. 3 explosions in a row now for AVANGAR. but the buy is back for Heroic after a shocking issue on Banana earlier on. An exchange of grenades. The aggression rises from Heroic with more money in the bank. Arcadian, is he able to escape the boiler position? Just about bouncing through the door. But again, problems on Banana. Kika looking for a two-man spray down, and he gets it once more. 3 kills in quick succession for AVANGAR. Heroic being deleted. Rob's alone, and not for long. A minute 24, and the round is over. That is very unusual for Inferno.
Everyone, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone won their fights.
That was really weird. Heroic, it looks like they're going to get run over now.
Yeah.
Looks like they're really about to get completely run over here. It's looking tough.
Yeah, they're going to have to somehow, you know, play passive towards B and just sit on smokes. But in order to do that, they have to, like, fake pressure in Banana. It doesn't look like AVANGAR's pulling for it anytime soon.
Love the double HE there. They can just go in here. Buster can open it up. And open it up he will. Lovely assist with the Molotovs. Ego's just butchering them. This Inferno game.
Oh, I love a Nova. Also love a default plant HE. But I really love a Nova. No, I have a Nova. I bought one.
Like, in real life?
Yeah.
Really?
I have 3 shotguns.
What do you do, like go
One of
play
which is a
pigeon
Nova.
shooting or something?
Huh?
You go play pigeon shooting with that?
I do go
Oh, that's a
play
lot of
pigeon
fun.
shooting. It is great fun. Yeah, but actually with the Nova, I don't, because for safety, when you're walking around with a shotgun, your traditional 2-barrel shotgun, you walk with it broken, which is when the barrels are open, basically.
Okay.
So it can't be shot. And everyone can see it can't be shot, but you can't break a pump shotgun in the same way. You have to get this orange safety flag and put it in the chamber.
Okay.
So generally, they're banned in clay pigeon for safety reasons.
Yeah.
But they're mostly used for shooting actual pigeon because of how long the barrel is. But I don't.
I'm always really impressed when I go to places like that, or even like shooting ranges, how concerned the people that work there are with safety. Like, if you mess up at all and have the safety off or anything like that, like, they'll get so mad.
Yeah. That's good.
I felt pretty safe when I was in there.
Yeah, it's good fun.
There's some beautiful places to do it north of here. But Snappy will take down one. So more success from Heroic so far. At the beginning of the round, the creep from Sanji, though. And the apartments is certainly going to be dangerous. He's trying to timing, but his attack was just going to drop him straight away. So finally, okay, it looks like, you know, we just prefaced this by AVANGAR getting momentum. They're going to run over Heroic. But we're seeing a good start here by Heroic.
That's crazy. Buster knows the spam of like what you could see if that guy's crouching. His leg.
The Krieg, the ideal weapon for that too.
Yeah.
The Krieg, the ideal weapon in general.
Yeah.
Actually, just generally
Yeah.
for everything. The nerf is coming, ladies and gents. It's coming. That's a guess. Don't have any inside information, but Sean made me see the light.
Yeah.
That it's inevitable.
It's inevitable at this point. Too many people are using it.
Yeah, that's the main issue.
Yeah.
Is the domination in the purchasing.
It's like cryptocurrency, right? Like once the guy like down the street who works like the 9 to 5 tell me to buy Bitcoin, that's when I'm selling Bitcoin.
That's what I was saying. I told the guys, my barber in Atlanta talking about Bitcoin. You need to sell your Bitcoin. Like, nah, I'm holding on to the bitter end. It's like, come on, man.
But Dan just keeps talking about his cryptocurrency portfolio. Right? Production.
Yeah, too busy doing anything else. 3 versus 3, and AVANGAR have taken the B bomb site. Smokes are up. No more utility for them, so there will be angles for Heroic. Cajun and S-Tag remain now. S-Tag's at the point of no return. He's in the middle of the bomb site. Surely he was hurt. There's a flashbang for him. Adren is ready for it, however, taking some damage, but still alive. His second frag of the round. And it's down to Cadian now to try and save. Goes back to the well. Almost, but not quite. He's risking losing it because the drone's got to go for it. He's got a pre-fire, and that won't quite work out. Oh, nice.
There you go.
But it is 7 rounds for AVANGAR, and that's a lot nicer. 6 rounds in a row for them. What is the response from Heroic?
This is rough. I mean, that was one of the first times they shut down Kicker, and still it just didn't matter. Yeah.
They had a 5v3.
Yeah. Kicker was doing that thing throughout this match where he's just taking a little bit more and a little bit more, and he's going a little bit faster, and finally, you know, they were able to shut him down, but they lost the round anyway. So like it didn't even matter.
Yeah, it didn't make sense, does it?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. AVANGAR looking like by far the better team so far, but I mean, it's not too surprising. Again, this Heroic lineup is basically just a brand new team, so... Katie looking for the gap. Flashed away. Not much he can do there.
Chain flashes for the win. Smoke is up early. AVANGAR making plenty of noise, trying to force Heroic to overexert, to dump their utility. Still holding on to 3 smoke grenades at the minute mark, Heroic. That's pretty solid. Cadian still has one on the B bomb site. They're boosting up in advance, and he can try to deploy it to give AVANGAR some tough decisions. You can see them trying to bait more utility. But now, there we go, the smoke is deployed just in time as well. It is difficult, especially when you're the sniper and you're holding the angles, to pull that grenade out, but he manages to do it, and they're all stuck in the choke point. Stavin with 2 so far. Cadian's still up, pushing through the smoke. Heroic done really well to hold on to that smoke grenade. You can see the power of it, and there can still be a deep flashbang if S-Tag's in the right position. Oh, the reload! Kika running out of bullets, going for the knife, but not quite going to work out. That is the power of utility, ladies and gentlemen.
I think he dinked him through the side of U-Box right there. Kicker. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good smoke timing by Cadian. Like you said, it's very hard. I was actually going to say it. It's very hard to hit that timing, right? When you're holding that angle. Your first contact, and you have to like trust the fact that I can get this smoke off right now before they run in.
If you're 1 second late, that round is over. There's just too many people there in most cases.
The smoke straight away from the CTs. Would expect an 8 follow-up to come through, but there is none. So that deep smoke is not going to be utilized. AVANGAR have presence on Banana straight away, and here comes the creep up to mid. That second AWP is going to be very valuable. And being able to AWP both sides. Slow down that timing. AVANGAR actually abandoned Banana completely, which does suggest they really want to get this A push coming, but they've now retaken it by Keycut. Heroic not being aggressive at all towards Banana, leaving 2 players there.
Like the double HEs through the smoke.
They have no flashes versus 2 offs. This should be a very, very difficult round to win.
S-Tag creeping on the arch position with the MP9. Waiting for a flashbang that will never come. Dren sees through the smoke first. Big headshot. We got the elevation shadow. Does he realize there's a flick, but only the leg for Cadian. Jame alive is a huge problem. Kika's taken out. Cadian dancing around the site, starting to frag now. Second one for him. Sanji taken out by the no-scope. 23 seconds remaining, and again, that lack of flashbangs is an issue. 18 seconds. Stavin has joined the fray. Or up with the off angles he's been waiting for, though. Buster still has to deal with the bomb site. You can see James swinging 8 seconds now. Got to go for the plant. Cadian with a 3rd. And Heroic will hold on the A bomb site.
Cadian's come alive.
Nice round from Cadian, yeah. It's funny when you mention the flashes, because it's just like having no flashes in this site hit kind of looks like you're playing a mix.
Yeah.
It's like seeing this kind of thing happen is really weird to see in a pro level game.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone in chat can relate, right? In pugs, running up lane like that is so hard. You feel like that is literally impossible in pugs. It's so difficult, and that's what it looked like.
Despite the momentum from AVANGAR, Heroic are keeping the score reasonable. 7 rounds is a lot, though. It's a lot on the T side. And there's chances for more. James not able to catch Cadian. Getting cheeky in the mid position. Stavin!
So many leg shots.
Yeah.
I feel like Heroic have had so many AWP leg shots.
I think that one was through the wall. Buster left with 36.
Oh, you're right. It must be, yeah. Staying alive, though. Everyone's staying alive. That early damage exchange definitely favoring the Danes. Back to where AVANGAR go. Heroic have been playing a pretty default style of Inferno. Always 2-3, never really trying to cheat a player over, never trying to really test Banana like that.
This is really smart. They push back Banana again. They know they're playing 2 ops, so they're going to do a Halls pop. Although they're probably hoping that one of the ops is playing arch side mid.
Library smoke coming up.
He's rotating too.
There's some info. See Borup stops in his track, still going towards the B bomb site, however. And here comes the push. That's the information for S-Tag. Instant frag from him, but there's somebody below him. 20 seconds to plant the bomb. The timing is crucial. Cadian has a look. How can he stay alive or he can't? There's too many angles, and they're smoked out of the site. That earlier smoke from Sanji still up. There's no re-smoke, however, which will really help Heroic on the retake.
How did that guy get behind?
Under the
Was it
balcony?
good? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Good trade. That might be the way in now. Stavin looks towards Pit. Oh, that's the catch and a half. My God. Sanji on the bomb site now. They know where he is, I think. And Stavin has him. Wow, they win this round. I don't believe it.
That was sick.
It's crazy that I'm trying to think, why did they rotate a player off of A?
I don't know.
Because there was no info towards B.
Yeah.
Seems like just a straight up gamble.
That was
Cool.
really good teamwork between those last two, though.
Yeah.
The molly in the pit to force him out. Let's see. Does he just come up lane?
How did what?
When he whipped around and sprayed behind him, I was like, why is he doing that? And apparently he was right. It was just the guy right below. That was really good jiggle peeks by Snappy in the end, though, waiting for his teammate to get that last frag.
3-2 set up. Oh, Borup's making his way down the mid position and no one's there to peek it. People in second mid, and there's an instant frag on Kika. No one else Banana, but that still needs to be identified, and maybe he can rotate up Banana since it won't be safe to go back through mid. That's one way to put 3 towards B. Cadian spots the jump, doesn't take the initial shot. He's got time for another one, but Jane will eventually punish. Borup still putting the work in. Sanji's taken out now, and there's Tag is up top to make things even harder for AVANGAR. Heroic might even have a lead at half-time, which will be really surprising the way things have gone. Again, you do wonder about the 2-0. Jane planting on the A-bomb site. He's committing to it. There comes Stavin. That leaves the Dren with a Mac-10 ill-equipped, and Stavin will finish him off as well. Ruthless aggression from Heroic in the last round of the first half, and they lead at half-time, 8-7 of AVANGAR. Have AVANGAR done enough in their T side? We will find out in just a few minutes.
Be like Bottle. Build your own community with your very own hub. Join other hubs and play more maps competitively than ever before. Compete for prizes and win FACEIT points just by playing your favorite games. It really is that simple. Join the community or create your own. Only at FACEIT.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Heroic somehow managed an 8-7 scoreline, which it seemed like they were getting completely crushed. Kika walking around like the juggernaut on that banana push round after round, and now Heroic go for that balcony play, perhaps, or just through the apartments they'll go. Out boiler, they want to kill James, but James is playing a dangerous game there. Doesn't have any support. Sanji in the pit now. It's a 3v1. Well, Heroic, they've secured a bomb plant at least. Oh no, they haven't. The bomb's on the ground. No one's picking it up. It's a fight to the death instead.
Swarm from AVANGAR through the smoke, and they somehow managed to fall back out. And you can see Buster using the smoke to create some space. On occasion, you'd see a forward smoke like that to jump up on the Vespa when the library smoke is up.
So awkward.
Such is the nature of a pistol. Buster might need a few shots. He doesn't land the headshot. Indeed, he would. He won't get them all. Just the one shot, but not a kill. And there is a pistol for Heroic. They've won both pistols now in this game.
All 4, right?
Yeah.
All 4 pistols so far.
That made me really, really nervous for them. The
I
fact
was
that the bomb is
nervous.
just sitting there, they don't want to leave the site, which is a good call that no one like panic left their position, because at least they're doing whatever as a team, but still.
I feel like there's a lot of different worlds out there where James gets like 3 kills.
Yeah, that's what I
He
was
had
worried
so
about.
many opportunities to like get kills, and James usually gets those.
I agree. Sanji's down. Looking pretty good. There's a flash. This is the play that could make something happen here for AVANGAR in this round. They get a kill out of it. Some extra damage, but...
People at home, learn that pop flash. It's extremely simple. You stand on the coffins, aim at the top of the aerial, your teammate swings. Very, very simple. Very, very powerful.
Why would I flash for a teammate, James? I could flash for myself. Learn a different flash for myself.
I gave up on you a long time ago, Dan, okay?
I'm just being the ignorant masses, James. I'm representing them.
That's fine.
I flash for people.
My favorite videos on YouTube are like the individual matchmaking strat.
Yeah.
videos. It's like, I'm going to watch this video knowing that I'm going to come out of it and not have to communicate with my teammates.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a 5v5 game all by myself.
Yep. Love
Calms off.
Yeah, I hate those kind of videos from like popular YouTubers. Like, this is bad education, man.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's like some Scientology or something, I don't know. It's just stupid.
Here comes the push, and it's a pretty
Oh,
bloody
dear.
situation here. Trying to make those Mac 10s work. This might be kind of effective, I guess. 1 versus 3 bomb will go down, so that's good. Now, Esadang needs some extra damage. This is winnable. He's going to hear them running. Is he going to go all the way around the back? Oh, he's going to catch one player. There's a second. Oh, he's so close to taking down Kika. And you know what? The damage is pretty good. Got the bomb down as well.
He caught James off guard. That is literally insane. That's
won
like
the
catching
game.
Zaiwu off guard. It just doesn't happen.
Adren got shot in the head by his teammate, which didn't help. Didn't do. It could have been worse in terms of damage, though. It was about 20 to 30.
Yeah, Sanji looked like he had him in mind. Like he was just like,
Yeah. Bing. Sorry.
This is the round to win, though, if you're Heroic. If you really, like, I feel like if they're going to win this game, they're going to win this round. They're going to win this round. Get rid of all the money. That's like the full reset. That's like the full reset on AVANGAR. They'll get to like 12 rounds, it'll be 12-8. Money control. Life will be good.
it is a very important round.
But how do they do it? How do they do it, Sean?
The 4 Kriegs.
That's how you do it.
Let's see. They all have smokes, and they're missing a lot of utility. I'm going to call they're going with like the pit smokes and like a wrap on the site. A site. So I feel like on Inferno, a lot of people would like buying mollies and flashes and stuff. It's weird that all 5 of them have smokes on T side.
Oh, this is like the perfect way, though, to deal with it. Just going aggressive down middle and
God damn.
just deleting 2 players instantly. And they've got so much control. It's so disgusting, isn't it?
Let's just say the pit's not getting smoked this round.
That is quite the round. You could not ask for a better round when you run down
man.
mid towards the bench position and you just delete everybody in every position.
No bomb either. No bomb plant. Borup
But-
has to kill some dudes, man.
He got some time to think about, you know, what sticker is going to look best on this gun. Space Soldiers or Na'Vi?
Navi.
Do you
on
know
the-
what?
on the
There's
back
a
here.
third option that you guys haven't considered. The yellow flammable sticker, which is probably one of my favorite stickers in the game. Favorite available stickers. They used to be about $35. Now they're over 100.
What about the crown? You know, the crown?
No, the crown sticker sucks.
What?
It's way overrated. Way overrated. There was a point where the sticker positions on the AK changed. The wooden stock at the front, the stickers changed there, so the hand covers. I think it's the hand actually, how the gun is held on the AK. The hand covers more of the sticker, so the sticker is less valuable there because you can't see it. So
Yeah.
that sticker's way overrated. It's a pleb sticker these days.
I would like you guys to just look at the CT weaponry right now.
It's a Krieg party.
2 Kriegs in the AK. It's in there.
Very good.
Round 5.
It shows success. It indicates success.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the equivalent in real life?
Rolex.
Looking at a Rolex.
Or
Well, it could be a knockoff.
It could be, yeah. Or I don't know, Gucci belts.
Ooh, there we go. Some good damage being done here by Heroic with that push. Good flashbang. Really caught Keycut. Oh, can line up for Adren though. So
Tesla.
A Tesla, yeah. Pulling up in like a McLaren or something.
That's a lot of success.
I saw a lot of McLarens in San Diego when I was down there.
I feel like there's a lot in Southern California.
British car.
No scope.
McLaren, Aston Martin. Let's go. Okay, so we've got ourselves some weapons again for Heroic. Limited utility. Going towards the apartments in a safer fashion this time, but still getting tagged by James. Stamin's been having a good Inferno game, at least in the first half. Look how fast they are into the A-bomb site. Dren is blind. Trying to get some damage done here. He's holding it so well with this M4.
That flash from Arch was so deep. Stavin was looking the wrong way and still got flashed. Finally, there's a kill for Heroic. And it's a good one because they're on the bomb site. It's an important one. And Sanji gets taken out as well. 3 versus 3. There's a smoke for the Arch position from Cadian. He's just deployed it. Really delays the retake possibilities for AVANGAR. I won't give up any more sound cues. We've got Buster peeking the short position. He has a Molotov, so does Keycut. You can do a jump Molotov into the site, at least for Cadian's position from where Keycut's standing. He might be deploying that, I don't know. Here we go.
Ooh.
Really helps. So Cadian is forced into a deeper position. But that bomb is ticked so far. They've all got defuse kits, but do they really go to the point of no return? They're really going for it. It's a really late play here. He's got to get on the bombs immediately, but he's denied by Borup. I think with that timing, maybe it was time to let go. Really small margin of success there when they started to push. But here we go. They will lose almost everything. They've got the money. And Heroic are back in the lead.
That's a great round.
That
Actually.
was.
I mean, it was crazy because for so long there was still 5 alive for AVANGAR. I think at the point where Heroic had 3. So
Yeah.
then they get the kill on the side with Cadian with the Mac 10 on Adren. And then it just... Dude, it's nothing more demotivating than trying to get into A for a retake and then that moto smoke a bit.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
Makes things so difficult. I was impressed that last round. James took that peek into alt mid, legged that player, really fast shot. But he immediately knew it was like a mid rush just from seeing that one player. He like threw the molly down. Normally you don't see that out of hoppers. That was really smart.
Surely there's a flash. Oh, it's free for Buster. Buster kind of maybe slept on in the way that Automatic was in the classic Cloud9 lineup. 4 players remain for Heroic on this full buy. Triple Krieg party. Sanji maybe not realizing that he was being blocked by a player. That's an opening. It's a free kill for Heroic now, making it a 4 versus 4. Caden with the smoke, the flashbang, sorry, for the short position. I like to bounce, like jiggle and then bounce a Molotov under the porch. And then swing on the arch area.
Stack B. They're leaving the site.
Considering it. But there seems some uncertainty, Sean.
Oh, those are the smokes I was looking for
Oh,
last round.
wow. How on earth has he found that one? Saw enough of a whisper, a shadow of a player. 25 seconds to get on a bomb and bomb site and plant the bomb. As they try and check the bench position, he made a step. Oh, he's scoped it out. He hasn't seen the gun. 4x3, surely.
What is happening? This is a crazy round. I think I can't quite read it. Bomb has to be planted still, though. Is there going to be a space open to do
James
that?
got an angle.
Oh,
But that bomb
dear.
is crossed already.
So the chance here, James is so ridiculously good. Snappy's in the corner. He's got so much work to do. He has to get instant kills here. Oh my god, what a weird round. James, he is so sick.
AVANGAR had no business winning this round. That was incredible.
What the? I don't even understand.
There was so many like positional advantages
Yeah.
that Heroic just had, and James was just like, "Nah, we're gonna take this one.
Nah, fam.
Nah." See you guys on the 23rd round.
That's a great shot. Like, that's such a... you could easily see him just not hitting that shot. You wouldn't blame anyone for missing that one. But the impact, the sheer level of impact is just absurd. He's really good. He is like a pure blood Pauper, you know. Through and through.
Well then, what now, Heroic? You were in a strong position. You are now in a weak position. You have a bunch of pistols. You've got some utility. Maybe smokes on A and a horse pop. Who knows?
Do you know how old he is, by the way?
James? I have no idea.
He is 21.
21? Wow, he's very young.
20 or 21. He's 98.
Heroic use a flash to make their way up to the banana position. They could burst on the B bomb site. Buster could be in trouble. 1T by the logs. Got to be careful jumping up here. Body would be seen. Buster waiting patiently. So Heroic will stay in situ and create some presence towards the A bomb site. They're suiciding. That's the go signal towards B. Buster now can reposition. There's one flashbang for S-Tag, but where does it go? Does it go towards the site? Will blind Buster as the jump comes in. There's a Molotov to isolate the players. Borat doesn't quite commit just yet, but surely there's a bomb plant in this at the very least. Oh, the HE already towards the default plant spot. Beautiful. Prioritizing the trade fragger, Sanji. Then taking out the bomb planter afterwards.
Yeah, wouldn't you just kill the planter there?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a missed trick.
I think he was just
Hungry.
just subconsciously just shooting. I don't think he was really even thinking in the moment right there,
Target
right?
selection, man.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. That's interesting. That is like a skill set that I find interesting, because I know like in Quake, target selection is super important because you often have like 3 people on your screen.
Yeah.
So like you have to pick the right one to and your team has to know who to focus fire, because obviously focus fire is always the best.
What game is this?
In Quake, for
I think it was
example.
1v1.
Well, in the team modes, the team deathmatch and stuff.
I don't think there's a wrong decision there, though. Because if he shoots the bomb planter first and a guy trades and picks up an MP9, then things can get expensive for his team, even if they're very likely to win the round. It's one choice or another. Buster's made the wrong choice on this occasion.
Like, look at this. All 5 Kriegs. You can't tell me this gun's not getting nerfed.
But if it's 5 AKs, it's fine. The 5 Kriegs isn't a thing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, the base of 5 AKs or 5 M4 A4s or silenced M4s.
I mean, it seems to be the Valve, they want the game to look consistent enough, and the AK is the default. M4 is the default.
Preferring the cameo appearance, maybe.
Yeah.
Oversaturation of Kriegs. 2 plays left for AVANGAR. Well, they didn't lose anybody in the previous round. They lose everyone on this one. At 12-12, the late game. Let's see how their money looks. So this is where taking out the... not planting the bomb might pay off, considering what could have happened. They'll have a full buy. No one's short.
And because the pistol win, you know, Heroic have already got 4 rounds in this half, so it's actually not bad. And they set themselves up that if they win this round, they could kind of set themselves up to win the series.
Yeah.
But it's been so inconsistent.
They're getting a lot of plants though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good.
They have really good utility usage, honestly.
Yeah.
This apartment setup is really good. This just absolutely kills defaults. If you're running a default, 2 players are going into apartments, they're going to die. That is so smart. That is so cool to see. I wonder though. Oh my god, Stavin knows. How do they know?
That's amazing. Adren has to turn around there. He's got no choice. And he just can't 180 enough. 180 back fast enough.
The cognizance to be aware to like play anti that setup.
This is what I was
Speaking of
referring to, yeah, in the
stacks,
pregame.
I like this because this is a great decision because again, if they get wiped out here, that's very well. It increases the chances of it being the absolute end. Kiko though is going to invest in a hold towards the B bomb site. He's giving options to his team. It's a fair chance that the CT position will be smoked, so he could retreat if he wanted to. Just above the head. Does he pull down enough? Really committing to this. Gets around the corner. And the team have rotated back towards the B bomb site. They've got utility, they've got smokes. There's one towards the banana position where almost the entire team is for Heroic. What do they do with the rest?
Well, they're going to go in, it seems, back to the smoke, ready to go with the flashbangs. This is such a critical round as well. If they lose everything here, it's going to be so detrimental. Oh, the lineups there, the beautiful work here from AVANGAR. They know what Cadian is. He's so screwed in this position. There's no nades though.
Wow.
But he will get wrecked. Oh, just enough time as well.
4v4 retook, and no one died.
That doesn't make sense. Such a great round from AVANGAR.
That's amazing.
But the bomb did go down for Heroic, at least. So they'll be still in with a buy, but feels like an opportunity just slipped away.
I feel like a lot of opportunities have slipped away now. You can't let AVANGAR win multiple rounds like that in a half, right? With the bomb down, you're heavily favored. The first one we saw James hit like several nuts shots. This one though, how do you not walk away with 1 frag?
Yeah.
I think Stavin just walking up lane and just giving up that frag in the 5-on-4 was a little bit much. I honestly thought though, I was gonna be like, him dying baited them into retaking, and that's what won this game for Heroic. I was literally thinking that in my mind, and then they actually just retook it. So
Here we are.
If 4 defuses.
They had the right tools in the box. When I saw all those players on banana and the smoke came in, I did wonder. The swing on the dark spot was amazing. 3 players. Even the guy in pool who was watching banana. They all swang together. That is that's quite something. Adren gets his bell rung, trying to repeak. Thought he was safe with the flames, but you're never safe in Counter-Strike. AVANGAR in the lead late. This is such a big round for Heroic. They have a great opportunity to 2-0 AVANGAR. Vertigo would be very interesting between these 2 teams, but I'm sure they won't want it to go to Vertigo building.
There's no one in the B site right now.
Wow.
We're in a 5v5 with a minute in the round. In the prior round, AVANGAR won with 4 people alive, so the economy's probably like decent. They're playing 5 people in the A site.
Kiko goes to deploy a smoke, one would presume. Wait for some sound cues from Heroic before throwing it.
It seemed like they wanted to, if there was a default, at least be able to have the options just pile in against Heroic, because at 1 minute you kind of expect maybe the top mid default.
Oh, that timing is so beautiful.
It's pretty mad though. Still with 4 on A. You shouldn't be able to do this for free with no info on banana. This is very unsafe. But I guess they're very confident to stage one of those retakes.
Yeah.
Kiko's gonna swing, that's the bomb, and no one else. Just alone.
trade.
No one's there. Where is everyone? It's 16 seconds. And there's only one play creeping, and just angles being held. Why didn't Borup peek with him?
Is Borup blacked out?
He's just standing there.
What?
Keyboard disconnected. That was very, very strange. That's the opening frag. There are 2 seconds on the clock and Heroic get the opening frag.
Did he like alt tab or something? That was bizarre.
Oh my god.
Why is there no trade? Oh, that's so weird.
I don't understand.
He's not only his mouse is moving, just a tiny bit. Now it's not moving at all.
Maybe because of
He
the
must have
Molotov
alt-tabbed.
and the smoke, he couldn't see anything.
He had to.
He didn't
alt
peek
tab.
though. He didn't even peek. He was just standing in the corner.
Oh my god. Maybe he's sneezing.
Ah, the dreaded Windows key press.
Maybe he just really wants to play Vertigo.
he wants that Vertigo building. That's brutal. That's such a time
Yeah.
for that to happen. I mean, that had to be a Windows key press.
I
Yeah.
also want to see AVANGAR lose that round because I don't want teams feeling like they can just gamble stack 5 people on A.
See, they
Get
might
away with
have
it.
that cross-map communication that I was talking about, though. Like, if those A players are saying, you know, they're taking mid with 3 players right now, you know you have a good, like, 40 seconds before they ever go to the B site. Now, not rotating a second player back to B was like, I don't understand. That's where it gets gambly.
They are essentially playing for overtime. We'll see. Did they leave any money in the hole, or is it just this is how bad it is? Oh yeah, it is just how bad it is. So they're playing for the W.
Oh, remember when you could boost here and see through, like, the left?
Oh yeah, into the back of the
yeah,
site.
The old Inferno?
That was really annoying, to be honest.
You could throw the nades down from there as well.
Yeah. That was really annoying.
I hated that.
Yeah.
Jump throw flashbang lined up by Snappy. Okay, well, there is a chance. AVANGAR, big fans of abandoning the B-bomb site. Like an unwanted child outside a hospital.
What?
Happens a lot in the UK, at least. I'm sure it happens here as well.
Have you seen the show This Is Us?
I haven't, but there's time for shows later, Sean, because this is a really important round for Heroic. They've got an AK and an AWP, and there isn't as much utility for AVANGAR, but they've got that smoke for Banana. They've got a Molotov as well. Stavin's made his way through. Everybody's blind. Is he going to get 2? He is. Oh my god, he's got 3 through the tree, no less. And there's still no frags for AVANGAR. This is brutal and very, very expensive. Adren just playing for containment at this point. They can't allow Heroic to get through with all these weapons, but Stavin and S-Tag now have done a fantastic job. Team effort there with the pop flash, but look at this.
What a flash. What a flash.
I'm pretty sure if we, like, paused the stream right before we got that 3K and we took a poll in chat, like, what happens next?
Yeah.
Getting
Oh
a
my God, look at
3K
that.
gets definitely less than 1%.
MVP flash. Oh my god. I don't know when I last saw a flash as perfect as that.
Yeah.
It's like blinds everyone, full blind. Perfect timing for the push. And they had to push through the smoke as well. Someone had to make a play. And they're hanging on by a thread, but they are hanging on Heroic. And now they've got a better buy this round. And AVANGAR's money's gone. Look at their buy.
Yeah, they're leaving a lot of money for the 14-14 round.
Wow. Going for that cheeky little half buy here.
From playing 0 people B to 3.
It's like they realized they couldn't neglect the child forever, James.
Yeah, they've had regret, gone back to the hospital. AVANGAR doing what they can now. Oh boy, this is really going down to the wire. The bomb is on a bomb site. It's been spotted. The rotation is in. Stavin and Cadian versus 3. 3 flashes.
They need to get to the pit.
And that's about it.
Oh, made it.
3-man push. 3 flashes that can be deployed. Cadian, you can't miss a shot here. There's the first connection. Good stuff. Misses the second. Stavin is going to get 2 1v1s. There's the first one. He wins. But Keycut, he's so deadly. Wrapping around the side. Stavin the movement. The pre-fire down to 12 points of health. But there's no time. I can't believe how close these rounds are. This game is making me so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's making me so uncomfortable. There's so many spots like gamble stacks. We're like seeing this. We're like
These
James
retakes.
swings the corner with the CZ, gets a Krieg, gets another kill. It's every round is so hard.
Kicker had no armor too, and he got tagged. I couldn't believe he won the 1 versus 1 once he
Yeah.
got hit.
He got hit by 3 bullets.
Yeah.
Like Stavin even was pre-firing, pre-spray, and it was perfect. It was dead on.
And this game is intense.
It is. I can't do it. Can't do it, guys.
I need vertigo building.
We all need vertigo building.
What next? AVANGAR limited on utility. Sanji makes his way from B to A. That will
Yikes.
certainly help. Something that can be capitalized on later on. S-Tag see no one. He's 27 HP. But they're far better equipped, Heroic. And they've done more with less HP. That we've seen that already. With less tooling, less HP. Hammers rather than diamond drills. Minute 15 on the clock. Banana's been taken by Heroic. They've got some presence around the apartments, and now it's the B stack.
Casual 4 people beat.
There we go. There's the first swing. They saw maybe an arm of somebody by the half wall. Does that send them back towards A? 3 players still on B. Keycut in the smoke. This could be a giant problem. Surely they don't check this. He could get 2.
They're
They're all going back to A.
Oh my god! But
And he's
Kikut's
gonna be
gonna
on
see
the
it.
flank. Oh my!
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
This is not happening.
I can't. You commentate this, James. I can't do it.
Keycut starting to peek, starting to move down Banana.
Oh my god!
Do they start spamming the counter flashes? He could just cut them to pieces. They've gone right just around the corner. Just delay, get the flashes in there, spam, dump the utility. They're moving into the short position. The MP5 is out for Buster. Danger Zone skins on deck. There's Keycut with the flank, and then there were 2. Heroic wondering what the hell's going on. Why are there so many people here? Borup now, 1v3, 10 seconds. At this point, surely he has to just try and save. He won't be allowed to, though, because James says no, and it's game point for AVANGAR.
It's so hard to watch these rounds.
It's like playing in a retake server. Like
Yeah.
everyone's going to the same place.
Yeah. Oh man, but this would be the round that they would win, wouldn't it? This game reminds me so much of the Dust 2.
Oh, look at their money.
They're not winning this round.
This is the round that they will win, though.
There's no way.
What do you
There's
mean?
no way they're winning this round.
What do you mean, James? There's always a way.
There is always a way, but there's also no way.
There's a will, there's a way.
Sanji's going to go nuclear. It's been a quiet game for him. Making his way back towards the A-bomb site. The rotation man.
Let's say we stacking this round, guys. No, Sanji, we're playing default. Get back to B. no, we're stacking. Never mind, we're stacking B.
Coin flip. Do we stack B? Do we stack A? It always lands on A. Apart from it lands on B.
Oh man. This might actually work out for Heroic. It's only 1 player on the site, effectively. Jane will swing around with the orb, but those smokes will prevent him from getting anything. Adren in the smoke. Oh my god. He's going to be able to crawl
can't
out
watch.
to graveyards. Oh my goodness. Caught by the Mac-10. Jane flashed off the angle as well. And I got hit by something. I'm not sure what exactly. It's a rare miss from James.
Oh my
And the Orbs
god.
Collector. I told you, James. Didn't believe me. But it's not over just yet. They're going to go for it, obviously. It's the last round.
There's no way they're winning this, AVANGAR.
You can't reverse it. Sanji through the smoke. There's just no way to do this. Is the Moto smoke's too strong. Buster will play his hand, and his hand will be shut down.
This is a nice skin. It's growing on me more and more now.
You bought it, right? That's the
I
one.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just,
You bought midware, right?
I'm not frugal. I don't know. I bought factory new.
they survive with 5 players. Overtime again with Heroic and AVANGAR. It feels like in much the same way as the first map,
Yeah.
but even more dramatic. So crazy.
I don't know, because I feel like in the first map, AVANGAR was the better team in regulation. And then in this game, I feel like Heroic was the better team in regulation. I feel like they were getting so many plans.
Oh, we have a quick break before this overtime resumes. A breather for the teams. Back here shortly.
Be like Bottle. Build your own community with your very own hub. Join other hubs and play more maps competitively than ever before. Compete for prizes and win FACEIT points just by playing your favorite games. It really is that simple. Join the community or create your own. Only at FACEIT.com.
And we resume. Oh, that's perfect timing. That is clean. Heroic and AVANGAR doing it again. Overtime now. A moment of reflection, a minute or two of reflection, and HEs will be deployed along with Molotovs from both sides on Banana. No harm done just yet, but Buster gets blasted, tries to go back to the well. Not allowed to do so. A rare miss from James. Stavin crab walking out of the boiler position. And he's looking to do more damage, but Adren will send him headfirst into the floor, backwards no less.
That was sweet. You don't often see pro players crab walk at that angle.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's got to be triggering to die to that as well. I think Adren saw something. Maybe not. I think he did, though. Borup waiting patiently. And there's a peek from the arch position. The patience pays off. I suppose Adren didn't see something, or maybe Sanji felt like the duel. Buster sees one. He sees grenades. The swing from two players, instant. And there's nobody on the B-bomb side, of course.
Of course.
Should be around for Heroic here. 3 versus 2. AVANGAR can't afford to lose everything in overtime in this first round, but they might just do that.
Yeah, mission, keep the AWP alive. Everybody, apart from Katie, could sacrifice what they had to kill Kika if they wanted. I gotta say that trade on Buster, the way that they just instantly swing on him, is really good to see, because when you play a pug, people don't do that. They don't swing together like in instant response.
They allow the off to get a second shot.
Yeah, and it's always very frustrating when that happens. Swing on those guys, man. Trust your teammates.
I wish I could trust you, Dan. On the server.
I wish I could trust you, James.
Actually, you are more of a team player. He does communicate from time to time.
I wish Valve would let James like design a random room on a map, like not one that's played in a lot, like where he just saved. Like just have James like decorate the walls.
Every position's called Bodolf.
Like he like picks the painting on the wall, like the furniture, the feng shui.
You'd be surprised. I have some great inspiration for that kind of thing, but I'll tell you in an eco round
Be cool.
if we will even see one. It's overtime, so we probably won't. AVANGAR back on the bye. A really important round. You go 0-2, probably going to go 0-3 when you've lost so many plays in the first round on the CT side. Just in case somebody's close, Jane will get the HE up. No one's close. And banana's been taken. A third man goes from B to A. Sanji always on the rotation, always on a bicycle. Sprinting around.
Sprinting on a bicycle.
Yeah, why not?
Brought smokes. He's getting himself in there again with that pressure from apartments. Kika wants to meet it head first. There's a flashbang. Oh my god, just running and spraying seems to do the trick against Kika. Adren trying to defend from pit, but it's now Sanji that's got to keep the dream alive on the A site. And he may be able to do so. Forced into the corner, you can see the wallbang attempts. Can they deal with Sanji? That's the question. Sanji, everything pivots from Sanji here for AVANGAR.
Are they assuming no one's there at this point?
They must know he's there.
Jane gets taken out on the way. Surely it's checked for, just out of sheer habit. He wonders, does he drop down? Does he make a play? He could play off Buster, but Snappy will spot him and swat him. At least Buster now in a 1 versus 2. The smoke is still up. There's time to deal with this. A flashbang and the frags. That's 2 for 2 for Heroic. They're in a very strong position now to have 3 match points moving into the second half. Look at the money on AVANGAR.
Nice round from Snappy. Getting himself a quad kill. Really nice.
How did we end up here?
I don't know.
Last round in regulation. Look where we are now. Heroic is fully in the driver's seat.
Our prediction, Sean. It's looking good.
It is. It is indeed.
James' prediction looking pretty bad.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day, Dan.
Yes. We can't be right anymore today because we were right within the last 24 with MIBR.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
He's really keeping score, isn't he? That mental notepad. It's full of pencil.
Okay, well, we've got the apartments take from Heroic. Don't necessarily want to risk anything too crazy here. You know that the CD buy is going to be pretty bad. The fact that there's no AWP at all, like, really changes the landscape here for AVANGAR. They're actually not fully stacking the B-bomb site right now.
Variation in the pop flash there, but Kika doesn't really look away from it, which is kind of weird. Maybe they've been thrown off their game by Heroic. 1 minute on the clock. It's been a slow start in round number 33. They start to creep back towards A. Still utility being deployed by AVANGAR, as you can see. Buster now the only person really left with much of anything. However, there is a swing for information. James had a flash, but didn't want to give up the warning. Trying to find the right time. He's got a play to play off of on Arch as well. Sanji has a look. Does James aggress now? Surely here's the peeking and the scoping. But what can they really do? All they can do now at this point surely is be victims. 20 seconds left. It's a hard rotation towards the B bump site, which is where Buster has the Molotov. They'll have the, there we go, deployed immediately. That will certainly help, but the pushes, this is going to be really down to the wire. They're just standing in front of the molly with 9 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to find 2 frags to plant the bomb, and it's too late. They've given up this round. They have so much advantage. AVANGAR came into this with about $3,000 per person, and yet Heroic have gifted them the round.
What's really sad about this is that they actually played it perfectly, and for, in my opinion, until about 30, 40 seconds. And then they, for some reason, just double back to B instead of just being confident, forcing the issue. When AVANGAR are swinging for information on porch like that, it's because they have no utility. They can't hold the bomb site if you push them.
It was honestly an excellent job of holding on to that Molotov, though, at B. Was that Buster? That's who that was? Yeah, that was a really good play by Buster. But I think, honestly, the AVANGAR stacks got to their head. They felt like an A stack was there. And I think in a normal match, they probably continue going A. But it's so in their head now that AVANGAR is stacking these sites.
I have these gloves. His aura's quality is mine. Very good. I approve. The crimson weave. You ever had a weave, Sean?
A weave? Isn't that like a hair thing?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Heroic will start with 2 AWPs on the first round of the CT side. It's an all-in play. You lose this round, you're broke as pocus.
Bit of an apartments play from Heroic, actually. 2 players in the apps.
Car's banana control's so good. Double molly car. What's up?
Apartments. Now they're driving up. Spray back and forth. Looks like actually Heroic win that battle. They'll fall back. And this is a slow round as far as a T-side default is concerned, because you normally would be seeing the T's kind of... They've got banana, they would go back towards mids at this point, take top mids around the 1 minute mark. But I haven't got moving really slow. The rotation from the apartments player, so this is going to be a B hit.
Stavin still has the smoke grenade.
Orb's on a very quick rotate right now to B. He has no utility.
Ah, he's playing close with the smoke, but Keycut's creeping. The brutality of a smoke around the 40-second mark is something to be considered. There's a molly as well. He's really waiting and out. Perfect timing. Now AVANGAR are on the receiving end of the same. Into the Molotov they go, and that's where a lot of them will fall. It is a complete massacre for AVANGAR. Heroic now in a match point situation once again. There's the music. Those late smoke grenades are brutal.
I think in AVANGAR not taking top mids or having any presence on top mid, it allowed that super fast rotate for Borup. Because at that point, with no top mid control, it can only be a B at that point.
Yeah.
So it seems like AVANGAR played that a little bit too slow.
Yeah, they were much more aggressive on Banana 2 in regulation. I feel like Pickert was working to the top and forcing that utility out of them.
There was like, I think what was it, like 4 rounds or something? 3 or 4 rounds where Kiko walked up and just killed everyone.
Yeah.
By himself, so... Oh my god, oh my god, so many flames.
This was more like regulation.
There's that flash James was talking about. Okay.
God damn. Not over yet, is it? Will risks be taken on Banana? Risks taken on Banana by Keycut, and they won't pay off. But Adrena's made openings into the A-bomb site in the meantime, so Keycut taking risks there, willing to die for the cause. The bomb rotating, no one to help it make its way beyond the arch position, but no one gets a challenge either from Heroic, making plays on the site instead, not working out now. Stavin and Snappy remain. Jame with the flank leaves Stavin alone. It's not over just yet. It's not done just yet. Maybe thinking about the money. Might as well go for it, but Snappy's a little short, so we'll hold on. Already a rotation in the B position from Jane.
Won't rest till he gets the orb.
We might not be done with this just yet. There's money for Heroic, however. I suppose saving the AWP would yield more grenades and such, but it won't be the biggest of deals.
Well, they just need one more round, Heroic. Can they find it? I wonder if they are not able to do it in this overtime, if AVANGAR like just have that confidence boost going into the next one. That may be the chance is gone.
Borup had $1,000 left. I think he should have dropped some pistols for his team, should they want them. Always got to remember to upgrade the pistols if you want to in the last round of a half.
This is a pretty fast mid take from AVANGAR, but the thing is that's interesting is that Heroic haven't really been trying to stack players towards B or anything at any point in this game, so AVANGAR won't find quite as strong of a timing, I guess, onto this top mid take. Okay, well now Borup's leaving, so maybe there's an issue here.
Ooh.
Good nade though.
Very good. This burst is going to be unorthodox.
Oh, this is so scary.
Doesn't try to punish the grenade. A lot of deployment from Cadian. Very well timed. Forcing the T's back. They have no presence towards B, not being checked for by Heroic. They do, however, have 3 players towards this A-bomb site, but Vanguard considering their options, starting to gravitate towards Banana. With 40 seconds on the clock, they will show some presence, try to thin the numbers, perhaps towards the A bomb site. As things go quiet on A, Borup slowly moves back towards B. He's got a pop flash for the pull position, should it be required, but a smoke grenade has been deployed, and it's plan C now for AVANGAR. 25 seconds in a must-win round.
Okay, Ian, why is he running forwards? That's so insane. And now Istag's alone on the bomb site. For some reason, they thought it was going to be a B play. They thought it was fakes. Oh, Aztatag, that's beautiful. The 2K coming out from the M4. The spray is insane. Almost gets the ace. Now down to Sanji. And wow, what the hell was that round? Borup finishes it off, and that's heroic, winning the series. Unbelievable.
That was incredible. What was that play? That looked impossible.
That was absolutely ridiculous from him. Cadian got a lot of information, at least the hard way. And
yeah, it's like they called B at that point. They called a B.
Yeah,
he's running with his pistol towards top mid. They called a B.
Yeah, I think he was trying to pick them on the perceived rotation, but there's a huge 2-0 for Heroic. I don't think anybody saw that coming apart from everybody who picked them, I guess. But in such a fashion, I don't think anybody could have expected that. But congratulations to Heroic, especially the efforts on the first map with the difficulties they had there. Turning out to be a force to be reckoned with, it seems.
And even though Heroic won pretty much all the pistols, I have to say that in this iteration of CSGO, those aren't nearly as impactful as they used to be. So whilst it is like kind of somewhat of a caveat, something you have to take into account, it doesn't have quite the amount of impact. If Heroic weren't able to play a great Counter-Strike, they wouldn't have won this game.
Well, that was a shocker game for AVANGAR. Dren gets up there with the 3,000 plus, but look at Stavin, 34-33. That is a hell of a lot of output from him. And there were a lot of clutch rounds there for both sides, but boy, that was an entertaining game of Inferno. We are denied Vertigo, ultimately, and here is the updated bracket. So it'll be Heroic versus Virtus Pro tomorrow. AVANGAR, however, have qualified for LAN because this week, combined with last week, are together in terms of prize money and so on, and nobody at this point who's in the European bracket can beat them between these 2 weeks, so they will be our first European team in the finals. But there's still money to be won for this week for the teams who are in the finals, so we look forward to seeing those guys. Well, man, that was pretty crazy, but we have a HyperX play of the game to come, and I mean, there were so many crazy actions, but yeah, maybe it was that last one. That was quite the hold.
The Jame off round. Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, this is a match-winning performance.
Yeah, this is insane. The fact that he's alone. He's alone on the bomb site. Completely alone. Oh my god.
Like, even if he only gets 3 of them, like a 2v3 in the A bomb site with the bomb down, 1 guy in pit, I still almost favor the T's. Like, it's insane that he grabbed 4 frags right there.
It was absolutely ridiculous. The highlights before were brought to you by NVIDIA, by the way, and that's going to bring our European arm to a close. But before we move to North America, there are some cups available, some ECS cups on FACEIT, fce.gg/ECS Cup for those. And starting yesterday for North America, it is the 20th season of Mythic League. There are plenty, if you are in the North American region, there are plenty of skins and other items to be won in the Mythic League. It's pretty cool. You can find me playing in there when I'm not stacking with these guys. And it's pretty awesome, to be honest with you. They've got a sync with Discord, so you get moved into voice over IP channels with your teammates and so on. They're very strict with the administration, and it leads to FPL. So check it out on the FACEIT platform. We're heading to a break. When we're back, we have some North American action, semi-final action for you here at ECS. We will see you in a few minutes.
I'll mug as a cup.